because I refuse to not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their guilt rings. Right, the bouncer's guilt rings.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day.
Andrew McCART, IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. And I've got to say, I'm delighted for the first time to be joined by Aaron McKenna. Aaron, how's things, mate?
Yeah, I'm feeling great. How are you?
I'm very, very good, my man. Very good. Got a little opportunity to go out to Dubai last week to cover a show out there. So I'm back home in sunny Scotland, so I can't complain. It looks like you're back home in Ireland. How's it been training back home in Ireland?
Yeah, it's been a brilliant training back here in Ireland. We have everything we need right at our back door. And I'm lucky as well to have my brother Stephen, who's similar weight to me, that we can work together with each other. So it works well. And then we go over and back a lot to England to get spars when we can't get sparring over here. So yeah, everything works well.
Good stuff. Well, let's talk about it then. Let's jump in at the 10th of June, York Hall, WBC international title against an unbeaten middleweight himself in SHAKIEL Thompson. Talk to me about that fight.
Yeah, I think that's a very good fight. Two undefeated fighters fighting each other. That's what everyone likes to see in boxing. And I've been struggling to get fights this last 2 or 3 fights. A lot of people have been turning me down, highly ranked people. So fair play to SHAKIEL for taking this fight. But I think he's making a mistake taking me on. He's like a super middleweight that is boiling himself down to middleweight because he's afraid to fight at super middleweight in my eyes. So he's gonna be going into that ring boiled down, and I'm really looking forward to this one.
Well, you talked about him struggling to get fights and stuff like that. And you're an undefeated middleweight with 16-0. You've got quite a decent 50% knockout ratio, same as your brother Stephen. But you spent a lot of time out in LA, so people might not have seen you in here in the UK as much. But you got a big opportunity to showcase your talent in front of a huge audience against SHAKIEL Thompson. So what kind of SHAKIEL Thompson are you expecting? You mentioned that he's boiling himself down. So does that play into your hands? Because you are 6'1", 6'2", I believe. So is it easy for you to make weight? And does SHAKIEL boiling himself down, does that play into your hands in this fight?
Yeah, it does exactly that. I make 160 very easy, very comfortable, and I feel very, very strong at the weight. He hasn't fought at 160 in a while, and his performances at 160 have been poor enough. He doesn't really have an engine. He kind of fades. Even at 168, when he weighs in at them weights, he kind of fades. So it'll be even worse for him when he gets down to 160 again. So I think this fight plays in my favor. I have a serious engine. I can keep going from rounds 1 to round 12 at a good serious pace. So I'm really looking forward to this one now, and I'm going in there for the KO, and I want to do it in style. I do it in good fashion on Sky Sports. That's what people want to see. People want to see knockouts, and that's what I intend to do.
Obviously, a WBC international title, that gets you up. I think you've won a youth title as well, I believe. Is that right?
Yeah, I won the WBC Youth World title a year and a half ago.
Well, that's it. You've got a good record already. You're only 23 years old. So I mean, there's still a lot. You've still got a long career ahead of you. And I touched on it there. You beat somebody like SHAKIEL Thompson, you're going to get a bigger and better name going into the future. So obviously I saw your Twitter and whatnot, and you seem to be calling a lot of people out. Liam Williams being one of them, but they don't seem to fight you. Want to fight you? Is that because there could be two roads here? Either they're scared of you, or you're not a big enough name yet. Is that how you see it?
Yeah, like you said, I'm only 23 and I'm already 16-0. So people don't really like taking young fighters on. But my main focus is SHAKIEL Thompson. But the main goal is to become WBC world champion. And after I beat SHAKIEL Thompson, a fight with Liam Williams would set me up big time for a WBC belt. He's ranked number 8 with the WBC. So you're only talking 2 or 3 fights away from actually getting that fight for the belt. And that's the type of fights I want. Someone who takes me closer to the WBC belt. So I'm hoping to get Liam Williams after I take care of Shaquille Thompson.
What's the win against Liam Williams? Obviously, Shaquille Thompson, undefeated fighter. Liam Williams, a big name in the UK. You beat him. What does that do for your career, these two fights, if all goes well for you?
It does massive things for my career. Like I said, he's really high ranked with the WBC. And there's a lot of people not wanting to fight Liam Williams either. He's struggling to get fights, so I'll definitely take him on. And beating him in style would definitely get your name out there worldwide as well. And on Sky Sports, it would do massive things for me.
I mean, the middleweight division as well, for somebody so young, if you look at the top sort of 10 guys in that division, man, they're all in the 30s. You look at Golovkin, Liam Smith, Chris Eubank Jr., Lara, Devinchenko. Jesus, there's so many more. I could probably, I'm trying to, Jamie Munguia as well. So they're getting on a little bit in their careers. So they might be gone by the time you get there. But the middleweight division will be needing a big name. Is that Aaron McKenna?
Exactly, yeah. The middleweight division right now is crying for someone to come through. And like you said, there's a lot of old people. And I think Golovkin, he's vacated his IBF belt. So it's open as well. And then Lara, he's the WBA belt. He's getting very old. So them's people I have my sights set on. And then Johnny Beck, he is a WBO world champion. So my next fight against Shaquille, he's a southpaw as well. So it'd work as well. Like, so I'd be well prepared for the time if I ever got a fight with Johnny Beck. He's a southpaw.
How far are you away from these? Obviously, you're 16-0. You've got a lot of fights already under your belt in terms of you can't. There's a lot of fighters that have became world champion in that 15-16. Josh Taylor and Joe Cordina, to name two, they've won world titles within that time frame. But for you, you're still young though. They were getting on. They're not getting on a bit, but they were in the late 20s before they won a world title. So for you and your team, do they have to maybe rein you in a little bit and say, listen, take your time, take your foot off the gas a little bit. There's still plenty of time to become that world champion. So are you still sort of prepared to wait 3, 4, 5 fights, like you said, to get that world title?
Yeah, whenever the opportunity comes, I think I'll be ready. I've been pro since I was 18. I served my apprenticeship over in America for 4 years, sparring all the world-class fighters over there, sparred a lot of world champions, traveled all over the world, getting the best sparring possible. So a fight against Shaquille will kickstart it all. Have to do it in good fashion. And I think this is my breakout year. Get a couple of big wins this year, and I think it'll definitely set me in line for any of the world champions because there's a lot of spots available. I
mean, Sky Sports, what a platform to do it on as well. If you manage to showcase your skill, and like I said to you, it's a massive audience, and on a nice card as well with Adam Azim and all them guys. All the future, it seems to be the future of boxing basically on that card. So, what a way to showcase your talent in front of all them fans.
Yeah, definitely, and that's why it's important to do it in good style. So when I'm in there, I want to make sure I do it in impressive fashion and take care of Shaquille Thompson in good order and make sure everyone watching catches on to me. That's what it's all about, getting plenty of fans behind you and getting your name out there.
Obviously, I'm not on Twitter anymore, but somebody told me that you had a back and forth with Shaquille on Twitter. Is that right?
On Instagram before, yeah.
Instagram.
The Liam Williams, no, he's always mouthy on Twitter and Instagram, yeah. So they're two mouthy fighters, and can't wait to get them in the ring. But first, let me take care of Shaquille Thompson and then Liam Williams and get it after.
I mean, it sets it up, man. You're talking. Listen, it's mouth watering because you know yourself now. You've probably been in the game long enough that boxing is an entertainment business, and I think that the fans enjoy the back and forth between fighters before the fights even happen. I mean, it's the world we're living in right now. You just need to look at all that YouTube stuff, how well that's taken off. So, you beat Shaquille Thompson, and then you move on to Liam Williams with the back and forth. I think it'll be fan friendly.
Definitely, that's what boxing's all about. It's the entertainment game. People want to see exciting fights. They want to see exciting build up to these fights. I think it needs a lot more of that, and that's what I intend to do.
I mean, obviously, you can't take your eye off the ball against SHAKIEL Thompson because he is unbeaten in 10 fights, 6 knockouts. So he's no mug himself. So it's definitely a dangerous fight for you against SHAKIEL.
Yeah, all eyes are on him. That's my main focus. I've been making sure I've left no stone unturned, putting in the hard work and training very, very hard for this fight, putting in plenty of rounds of sparring, getting as many spars as I can, and I'm going to make sure I'm 100% ready. I could fight tomorrow if I had to. I'm not sharp right now, but yeah, the main focus right now is him.
Okay, one final one from me. Like I said to you, it's York Hall, which is a great venue to fight in. I don't know if you fought there before. It's a great venue to fight in. It's one of the old school venues, live on Sky Sports, huge audience. What can the fans in attendance and the fans watching on Sky Sports, what can they expect from Aaron McKenna?
Yeah, this is my first fight in York Hall, so I'm really looking forward to it. And there's going to be plenty of Irish travelling over, and a lot of UK people tuning in to watch me. But yeah, just expect to see a great fight from me. I'm going to put it all in the ring, leave it all in there, do everything I can to get the stoppage, which I think I can do. And yeah, make sure you tune in, Sky Sports, don't miss it.
Listen, that's a perfect way to end this interview. Don't miss it, man. It's got a great card on the 10th of June. But listen, an absolute pleasure to speak to you and meet you for the first time, my man. And good luck on your fight, 10th of June. And no doubt this will be the first of many interviews. So I'll speak to you soon, mate.
All right, thanks very much. Good to chat to you.
Thank you very much, man. Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Because I refuse to not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their guilt rings. Right, the bouncer's guilt ring.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day,